12,000 years in the middle has nothing to do with prophecy. And see, so long as you don't deal with that time period, the process you come up with now are always going to be wrong. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So the guy who wanted, me to come over and explain, or I'm just really interested in.
Not even a little bit.
You guys are not interested because there's plenty of videos you can go back and you can check and you can read and you can study. The days of us thinking that we need to go to you and explain things to you, that's over with. You might want to go to one of these camps. They might, want to spend some time talking to you or whatever else, going to your level and only talking about the Bible or whatever else. I said, over here, we're into way more than just the Bible. We're into history. We're going to talk about history. Things that also the Gentiles don't want to talk about. History, scriptures, they all work together. And so long as you don't want to deal with either topic, you're love talking about prophecy, but you don't want to talk about history. You don't want to talk about facts. You don't want to talk about how the Bible and real history are related. You guys just want to leave all that out. And everything is going to happen in the future. You're still trying to run away from your responsibilities. That's what you've set up your whole Christian religion, Catholic religion, all of them are about running away. They're about not facing up to reality. So we're just going to deal with one or two verses. So long as you ignore these verses, your breakdown of prophecy will always, I guarantee you, 100% will always be wrong. Because many of the things that you're talking about have already happened. It's just, only thing that you're upset about is that you're on the wrong side of history. You're the one that was doing all the dirt. And I love how these guys are talking about Christians all over the world. I'm listening to these guys, these so-called Christians. ISIS was killing all these hundreds of thousands of Christians. They're doing this and they're doing that. I'm like, what? What do you guys, you're trying so hard to be Israel. You're trying so hard to make it seem like so-called Constantine Christians have just, been minding their own business, and people just come over there and attack you for no reason and kill you for no reason, and they do all these things to you for no reason. They just, you're just minding your own business. They just come over there and just do things to you. You're trying your best to make it seem as if you're the victim. And that could be nothing be further from the truth. This is the scripture right here you guys run away from. You run away from all of them. But this is the one we're going to concentrate on. Revelation 6 and 8. Well, we'll start at 7, okay? And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, "Come and see." And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death. And hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. See, so long as you Constantine Christians, Catholics, Mormons, Jehovah's Witnesses, all of you, so long as you ignore this verse, these verses right here, dealing with the fourth part and where these things occurred and everything else, so long as you just ignore that, all of your prophecies that you come up with now are, pretty much going forward, are false. You guys are all, the four horsemen are riding now. They're doing all these things now. You gotta understand that, hey, like we talked about in the last video, prophecy is going, on two separate trails. But the thing is that this book, this Bible that you guys say you love so much, isn't dealing with you. it's dealing with Israel. So when it's
But
talking
going to
about
find something to kill yourself,
right
bro.
of the people and everything
You
else,
literally
and
just gotta look at a
the
couple
captives
buildings
going
and you'll find
free
it.
and the captives having to go through this and these curses, it's talking about Israel. It's not talking about you. Y'all want to come in at the
He's
end and you want
talking
to look
about
at the blessings that
niggers.
are coming to Israel and think they're going to be heaped upon you. And that's
Bro,
not
what are you
going
watching?
to happen. That's why you ignore this verse right here. You ignore explaining the fourth part. Because you know
Yo, what's this Sigma male shit?
that the fourth part is referring to the Americas and all the dirt that you've done over here in the Americas. And you don't want people to realize that all the things that you've done over here, the Most High has been keeping track of, and that you're going to have to pay for. That's why you come up with all of these crazy breakdowns of the Bible, and you try to apply them to Gentiles. You try to apply the blessings to the Gentiles, but you ignore all the cursing that are all over the Bible. You got something coming for you. And it's not the blessings, because you've already got the blessings first. You're getting these curses that are coming. And if you can't see it yet, I got nothing to tell you. If you can't see the fact that your leaders have abandoned you, now you guys are seeing it because you're like, doesn't matter who I vote for anymore. They're both, they're part of the cabal. But we've known that. We've been telling you that, but since you didn't care because you were still getting benefits. Now those benefits are drying up. And now you all want to come together. So see, as long as you ignore the fourth part and all the dirt that's happened here, and it's telling you exactly what was going to happen when you came over here. Yeah, it says right there. And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth. And this is what you did: to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. And that's what's going to happen to you. The Most High is going to unleash these same curses that were unleashed on us. He's going to unleash them on you. There's no prepping out of this. There's no prepping out of these curses. It's coming for you. And there's no way around it. Talked about cleaving to Israel in Isaiah 14.
Oh my
The ones that the
god.
Most High calls and gives them the opportunity. But ultimately, that's between you and the Most High. So, like I said, we see all these videos about, oh, you know, this holiday is coming and we're gonna sail out of here. Nowhere. Why don't you explain this verse right here? Why don't you explain how, you know, when did this happen historically? Who did it happen to? Who were these curses unleashed upon? You can't ignore all these facts and then say, hey, you know, why don't you come over to my channel and why don't you explain yourself to me? Hell no. I got nothing to explain to you. You know, many of you already know about their past. If you want to say, oh, well, that wasn't me. Oh, that was my great-grandfather. Oh, that was, doesn't matter. Most High has got this. You go talk to him. You go talk to the Most High. There's plenty of videos, plenty of material you can go and research on your own to go ahead and get more understanding. But the days of us holding your hand and walking you through, I said, I'm not the one. You might be able to find someone else that'll do that, but that won't be me. Unless the Most High tells me otherwise. I'm concentrating on our people and any of the Gentiles that actually want to come correct and want to learn the truth. I said, I want to cleave to Israel in order.
What the fuck is
that's something
Israel,
different.
mother?
Okay? But to sit here and have arguments and debate, no, that's not me. Real quick, you know, there's all these books that talk about the fourth part of the world. An astonishing epic of global discovery, imperial ambition, and the birth of America. See, this is the information that's been hidden from you. But you can go and find it. You can go and research it yourself. It says the earth is divided into 3 parts, one of which is called Asia, the second Europe, the third Africa. Apart from these 3 parts of the world, there exists a 4th part, beyond the ocean, which is unknown to us. Isidore of Seville, etymology, 600 AD. They knew well that there was another part they were not allowed to come to. They gave you guys all these lies. It's written in the scriptures that eventually you were going to get an opportunity to come to the 4th part and do your dirt. So just like they hid the whole fact that there was a 4th part, they hid the fact that they were aware that there was a 4th part. They want to write movies. Oh, Columbus found this place. He didn't even know it was there. Yeah, they knew it was there. Columbus even in his book.
Free Palestine, fuck you, nigga. Free Palestine, you stupid bitch. Free Palestine, fuck Israel, nigga. Free Palestine, nigga.
You hear from the horse's mouth himself. He's well aware of these
Free
lands.
Palestine, nigga.
He's well aware of these prophecies that need to be fulfilled. He's well aware that they're going to get their opportunity to take Israel down. Columbus is well aware of that. Now, if your leaders decided to hide all this information from you, that's between you and them, Gentile. You know, it's funny because, you hear people like, oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Well, you should. I said, because now the Most High is showing you. He's pulling up the skirt of your leaders. And you see how they lie to you every single day. They've been lying to you every single day. So what makes you think that they wouldn't lie to you about the 4th part? They won't talk to you about it. They won't bring it up. They won't talk about how this place was called India Superior. That's why they called them Indians. Oh, he didn't know he didn't know. He thought they were Indians from India. Get the hell out of here. You know, Most High gives us some stories that are just, when you get your eyes open, they're just so outlandish. It's like, how in the hell do we believe that? How do we believe that lie? But that just shows you how blinded we were. And how blinded many still are. But this information right here, like I said, it shows you. They're well aware. And you. He's pulling up the skirt of your leaders. And you see how they lie to you every single day. They've been lying to you every single day. So what makes you think that they wouldn't lie to you about the 4th part? They won't talk to you about it. They won't bring it up. They won't talk about how this place was called India Superior. That's why they called them Indian. Oh, he didn't know. He didn't know. He thought they were Indians from India. Get the hell out of here. You know, Most High gives us some stories that are just, when you get your eyes open, they're just so outlandish. It's like, how in the hell do we believe that? How do we believe that lie? But that just shows you how blinded we were. And how blinded many still are. But this information right here, like I said, it shows you. They're well aware that the 4th part is the Americas. So when you start looking at all that death and destruction that's been going on, that's the prophecy, that's the fulfillment of Revelation 6 and 8. You see, the Gentiles, stay quiet, it's the prophecy. But this information right here, like I said, it shows you. They're well aware that the 4th part is the Americas. So when you start looking at all that death and destruction that's been going on, that's the prophecy, that's the fulfillment of Revelation 6 and 8. You see, the Gentiles will just stay quiet, act like they don't hear this information, and they don't have to explain anything to anybody. They don't have to, they don't have to do any of that. We're beneath them, and that's fine. But then don't be coming over here asking me to explain myself to you, because I could care less, because I know the truth. I know that the Most High is giving us this information. He's giving us our history back, just like I said he would in the scriptures, giving us our traditions back. And I'm definitely willing to wait for the Most High to come and say, yep, what he said was true, or nope, what he said was false. I'm willing to take that bet. I'm willing to take that bet that I'll be on the right side of the Most High, because he's the one that's given us this information and this understanding. I'm willing to bet that the Gentiles are going to be, asked out at the end. And they're going to be like, oh, you know, this is all wrong. We've been wrong because it says it all over the scriptures. That you're going to say, your fathers have inherited lies. These are the sons and daughters of God. I can't believe it. The ones we've had in derision, the ones we had as a... Yes. It's all prophecy playing out. So long as you ignore these scriptures, doesn't matter if you say you love the Bible. Doesn't matter if you say I love Jesus. Explain this. Show us how this doesn't match up with, you know, when you guys came over here. That's why you guys keep saying, oh, well, we came over here, we've lost our way. We've lost our way. We were a Christian nation from the beginning. Where? We were Christians and we were living, well, we were living right. We got here and we lost our way. When? How? You were even worse back then. You just came, raped, robbed, murdered, stole everything, and had no remorse whatsoever. You're willing to set up churches to just say whatever it is. They'll say whatever to make you feel comfortable with all the dirt you were doing. And it's been like that the entire time. All these churches, they're not breaking down scripture now. They're not breaking down prophecy. They're just regurgitating the same things over and over again. I'd love to hear a pastor break down Revelation 6 and 8 based off of history. Not that it's going to happen in the future. Not that, oh, you don't got to worry about it because you're going to be raptured up out of here. I'd love to hear someone, break that down historically with facts. And show me how this is not talking, how Revelation 6 and 8 is not talking about America.